looking at our total
Someone
budget,
called the police
dividing
on me.
our number of students, because there is funding that's
Yeah, they
within
know
that
better.
budget. I mentioned those vouchers. I mentioned there's another piece, independent charter schools within our district is another that we have to levy for, and you'll see an expense on our budget, but it just passes right through, so there's a revenue and an offsetting expense. If you just take our total budget and divide by our number of students, you are including those funds that have nothing to do with us. So there's almost $8 million that I just, off the top of my head, point out there that should not be in our per pupil number. The $11,350, we don't make that up. That's in the state.
That is not
revenue
enough
limit
for
formula.
students.
So
That's not
prescribed
enough.
to us. That ties
They call
back
them
to
police,
that
though.
early 1990s when our baseline
That's
number
not
was
enough.
set, and then those maximum per member increases are set in the state budget every 2 years.
Barely
So
can
you
buy
can see
enough
the cumulative
shoes.
history on that. There's a formula that figures that out for us. Or
School
we figure
supplies,
out, it's the
equipment.
formula, I should say. And then the second part of that question, one more time, please, on the grant.
Yeah, why do we not take into consideration all local, state, and federal dollars?
So usually federal dollars are grant related and they're specific. They have, lack of a better term, strings attached to them. So we have a large portion of federal funding that we get through the special ed funding called IDEA funding that can only be used to support special ed students. So it has to be specific. Then we have something called Title I funding. Title I funding is used to supplement, and I'm going to use that word specifically because it's a key word in education, supplement, not supplant. So Title I funds are for high poverty students, and they have to
That's
be directed to
everybody
those
there.
schools, and they're to supplement what we're already spending at a local level. So they have to be above and beyond what we're already doing, and then they have to be used for those specific purposes that go along with the grant. So the reason for not including that for everybody is because there's strings attached and there's rules with those federal funds.
And that's why you want to put everybody in it so you can get that extra money. And you're not teaching, but you call them police.
There's a comment here related to technology competency. It says Kenosha is far behind in technology comprehension.
Oh, I was going to say he only read some
I
of
guess I'll
mine.
just say to that.
I'll put something about
We use
competency.
technology for a lot of things. Technology was one of those items that we were able during
You
to
see how they
use
doing
in
that?
ESSER. We moved those costs into the ESSER grant. We weren't getting more per pupil dollars, and so we're trying to move operational costs. And so those technology costs are part of that money that needs to now move back into our operational budget. And so I think it's a good comment that, we're worried about technology. We have to figure out how to fit that back in after ESSER fell off and created that sort of fiscal cliff. And so that's one of the reasons why we're here today, is putting that stuff back into the regular budget that we've been using ESSER to get by with.
To get by.
Okay, and this is our last question.
Oh,
There's
they didn't read my
concern about
mandatory
high school
questions.
performance based on the DPI
They got the police here for them.
At the Ruther meeting, we
School to
mentioned
prison
our
pipeline.
12% goal, academic goal, over the next 3 years. What is that goal intended to do for these schools?
Y'all motherfuckers need a job that bad.
I can start that one then, Wendy, if you want to, or Bill, if you want to jump in. The past year, I don't know if it was this year or last year, and Chris, you may have this as well. I think we saw some of the largest jumps in performance on our state report card at the high school level. I think it was, and I'm doing this off the top of my head, so please forgive me if I'm inaccurate, but I think it was Bradford and Tremper both experienced double-digit increases on the state report card. I want to say one had close to a 30-point increase on the state report card. That might be 2 years ago. That Bradford did. So we have seen some very positive movement at our high school level, and by setting that goal of 12%, our goal is to continue some of that positive those positive results that we're beginning to see at the high schools, and move student achievement forward. I don't know if you have anything else to add to that.
Why is
Yeah,
this
I'll
meeting
just
so early
say that
during the day?
Wendy, well, and before Wendy moved into this role with Julie Hausman, but the last 4 or 5 years, we've really dedicated ourselves to school improvement planning, and we just started a new 3-year cycle, which is where that 12% goal came from. That is an incredibly lofty goal. We haven't seen gains like that before, but that's what the state is hoping that we're able to make, and so we're trying to do everything that we can. We have a very organized process. You can see like the district improvement plan on our website, the school improvement plans. Each school has school improvement plans listed of what they're trying to do to get their scores up, and we've seen some great success. We're very excited about what we think we can do with Act 20 if we can meet all the requirements that are there and implement it with the fidelity that it requires. We will do that, but I think Wendy's department, Ms. Stindl's department, has just done an excellent job the last year, especially getting us going on this new 3-year set of planning in terms of improving our academic success.
And I would just add, we know at the high school, student engagement is always one very big concern that we have, a great need at high school in our professional learning, and our strategies around things like content rounds and coaching all focus on student engagement in the classroom, and our teachers are working really hard to engage those students as improve test scores, but improve overall learning most importantly.
If there are any additional questions, please submit those to us. We will answer them, and we'll put this all on our district website.
I hope so.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.
If you don't, you are going to go through litigation.
I have breakfast and hand sanitizer and all sorts of good stuff.
So they called the police on me. Why? What they say? What? They said I'm being disorderly. Come on, man. But I wasn't being disorderly. What is disorderly?
But then, and so I came in.
Who made the call and said I was being disorderly? The staff said I was being disorderly? Right. But did you hear me being disorderly? You heard me being disorderly? That is not true. That is not. You don't know why those people got up and walked away. Hold on a minute. No. When I talked to that woman about me writing some questions, I called and asked the superintendent if I could speak on my own and make comments yesterday, and they told me that I would be able to speak on my own. It's been, as soon as I walked through the door, they've been on some mess, and I have it all recorded. I was not saying anything to be disorderly, but you're not going to tell me I can sit in a session like this and not make my own comments or whatever. I was not yelling at anybody, and there is no list of rules of what I can or cannot do up in here.
You're interacting with me, I'm not.
Not interacting with yourself?
All I did was I did this.
Okay, but the problem is you said that you seen me being disorderly. What is the order up in here? The fact that they didn't read my questions, the fact that they were dishonest, the fact that they harassed me before I came in the door, the fact that they are just reading whatever, the fact that they're in trouble misappropriating money and now they begging for help and trying to force it on people, property taxes, doing illegal things, the fact that it's the school to prison pipeline and you here representing that as well, the mass incarceration, the starvation, the food desert, the no food, that it's a war right now. What is the disorderly conduct? What is it? The fact that this meeting is during the day where a lot of people working and they talking about no, but they talking about they want students to be involved. They're in school. And so, but no, it's not the only one. But the fact is, the false advertisement. I called to that superintendent's office yesterday and asked, could I speak? I also asked her, my penmanship looks rushed through as well because I had to hurry up and write it. I put mandatory, the ones I wrote mandatory on, they didn't even read. They read it however they wanted to read it. They did not read verbatim. I have pictures of each and every one, and they said they're going to put them up there. They screened me before I came in here to see what I would talk about and changed it and said that I could not speak. They always want to target me and make it seem like, you know why? Because this CHIPS case that Nash Elementary participated in, okay, them stealing my son, the termination of parental rights, but they talk about nobody is teaching. They can't get any teachers. Well, you steady calling the police. Hi, how you doing, Dr. Hancock? Or Mister? What's up? No, the school to prison pipeline, the things that they're constantly doing over and over again, and then termination of parental rights. Okay, right now I have a CHIPS case. Okay, my son, I didn't do anything wrong, but Nash Elementary participated, and I was I've always been an excellent mother. Okay, you all didn't even call, Nash Elementary have not even called me back, but you talking about, nobody's having children. Well, you're special education the shit out of everything around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about Summers Elementary forcing me to make my son autistic and he was not autistic? Okay? What about if you're supposed to be able to teach. If you cannot teach, you're supposed to pay the money for that child to go to college or you have to be able to afford the teachers to teach. You don't put them in special education because you cannot teach them. They should learn. And you do not medicate the children. You do not offer sick care. I made that comment about nutrition and they didn't even read it properly. Okay? You're not feeding these children enough. They're not eating enough. And even if they brought their own lunches during the day, they cannot eat during, like, especially in elementary school. You're not giving what they need. It's energy, fuel. You're not assisting to the electrons, the electrons, protons, neurons, the things like that. You're not really teaching for real. If you have more science and you have more things, you're talking about this is an industry. No, this is humanity. These are people. Then they will be excited about learning. Everybody's worried about dying. It's a food desert around here. How many of those children can go and get some food at a grocery store around here? Nobody can really eat around here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not right. You're not doing anything that you're supposed to do. They misappropriated the funds. And they thought they were going to catch up, and they didn't. And then they want to force it on people property tax. That's people personal property tax. If they don't pay that, they take the house. And it's far more than segregation. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps segregation is an appropriate thing that needs to happen because people are not doing right. When you integrate something, you ask people as individuals. You don't force everybody to do the same thing and expect a different result. It's not right. If someone does not pay those property taxes, then they lose their house. These districts are not hiring the proper people to do what they have to do. And it's not fair. And then for you to say, somebody disorderly conduct, well, if I find something funny, I'm going to laugh. If I feel like I want to say something, I'm going to say something. I'm going to write it down. I'm also recording as well. So I'm going to make my comments and say what I have to say. But that does not mean that these people are going to constantly mess over people. Okay, if you're not teaching me, you didn't. Okay, and then I have the opportunity to homeschool my child and not put through the district, okay, and raise my child up the right way, then what do you expect? More school to prison pipeline. If I knew what I knew, I could teach my own child. I wouldn't need to put them through this. You know what I'm saying? And then $11,000 is not enough for each child. Them children need way more money. And you all are not budgeting this right. You're not asking for no, but you don't put it on people's property taxes. You do not do it the way that you have been doing it. No, that's not the only way. You don't politicize this though, man.
Legally, it's the only way to do it. Schools are funded through property taxes. And so that has been, as long as I've gone to school, that's controversial, right? Because poor kids get less money than kids that live in super high property tax areas.
No.
Well, I'm feeling you. I hear what you're saying.
How are you feeling me? No, I'm not putting out.
I'm trying to explain. Hey, what up, Jazz? How you doing?
Brandon Morris. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm here. I'm live. I'm living. I'm not playing. Man.
So we agree 11,000
And some.
isn't enough. Every other Big Five community, every other community has more than 11,300. We're trying to get by. Racine has more money. Madison has 13,000
That's
or
not
14,000. It is exactly why we're in a pickle with funding. And so, property taxes have gone up in Kenosha. It's not because of the school district. We haven't done a referendum in years. 80% of the districts in the state, because of the way we're handling funding, have had to go to referendum because they can't make ends meet. And we're struggling to make ends meet too. I would love to have more money to have more eating interventions. That's what we're talking about.
No.
That's exactly what we're trying to do.
No.
We're not even asking for more. We're just trying to hold on to what we have.
You're trying to hold on to what you have and make up for what was messed up.
Yeah.
These things, and then you sit up here and then you sending children through special education, school to the prison pipeline. That's not helping people making babies, and they're getting on medications. They're messing up their reproductive system and different things like that. And then, so you're not. I'm just saying.
Kind of faster than I can keep up with.
You're supposed to be able to have this conversation.
Well, I can have the conversation.
Because before they took my son and all that stuff, I tried to talk to you and come through here or whatever. When my son was throwing up at Nash Elementary School, and I came here and they kicked my son out of the nurse's office, and he was literally actively throwing up, and they told me to leave with my son while he was vomiting and everything, and kicked him out of that nurse's office. And then they had some white boy come through there that said his parent is on his way and he may have headaches, so he have more priority over the nurse's room in that bed than my son. Okay, and that was not appropriate. And as much as I gave in to Nash and whatever, and then it was in the CHIPS report when they stole my son from me.
You like that, right?
I did until they, so what happened? Why would they make a CHIPS report? And I didn't even know that they participated in the CHIPS case against me to terminate my parental rights.
CHIPS is right, Child in Need of Protective Services.
There is no reason why. I have never had a complaint. I've always been an excellent mother. I made sure that my children, I participate, I've been active. I'm not going to let people constantly push this narrative now that I'm out here by my choice. I don't have to go to a shelter. I don't have to beg anybody to live with them. I don't have to open my legs or spread my legs or do anything that I do not want to do to get by. I don't have to go, accept anything. But not only that, I can take my time and travel and work my way to what I want. If I had $30 million, I can still be out here just like this if I want to. And I don't need to be policed about it. I don't need people fighting me about it or whatever. I do not like Nash. I don't have anything against Nash, but I don't like Nash because Nash participated in some reports that went into a CHIPS case, and they never talked to me about it. And then they said, oh, well, I stopped my son from throwing up in the garbage can. They told my son to hold his vomit in until they looked all around for. I said, no, let that vomit out right now. If you got to throw up on the floor, I'm going to clean it up. They told him to hold his vomit in actively while he's throwing up. They told my son, Edward Morris, okay, December 28, 2011, to hold his vomit in. And so that was the reason for me to get my son taken from me, because they want him to hold vomit in that's trying to come out until they found a garbage can. Well, he was right in the nurse's office. And then you all sit there and told him he had to leave out and told me I had to. I said, hold on, I need to sit right here. I'm going to be driving with my son actively throwing up like this. That's not healthy for me to do. So what I have to do is try to drive somewhere and try to have my son see, instead of sitting here and taking care of my baby while he's actively, my son ain't never threw up that much. When he left that day for school, he was non-sick. And so I'm not saying he was sick that day. Perhaps he was just vomiting. But the problem is he was constantly vomiting, and they told us to get out. And that's a school that I was actively involved in, where I say, oh, this is like an extension. I can never say, I don't have family, no anymore. Kenosha has been a straight failure. I promise you. I have been good to this whole district around here, the school district, all that stuff. Even when I was in school, it was was a failure. I did not get taught anything. Okay, constantly being suspended from school. Somebody fight me, I get expelled. Then I go to Hillcrest, get straight A's, and then you all put me in special education, and I have no chance. You all steady teaching me the same thing I'm learning over and over. I never learned at a high school level in school, and then I have to go to college and get loans and pay for what I was supposed to learn in middle school and high school, and then they call the police on me? Here, school to prison pipeline. Why do I have to go and get loans and then be in special education in college too? I went to Gateway. You know what they told me? Oh, sign up so that you can say that you have a mental illness. I don't have a mental illness. Well, we want you to make sure that if you need extra help with this and that, go see a therapist. So it was constant mess over and over again. And then I had problems with financial aid. Financial aid sit there and had me expelled from Gateway Technical College. They're not giving enough money for school supplies, okay? I mentioned that in the letters, the little note up there. These children don't even have enough to buy the proper school supplies. You talk about competitiveness, and it's not about comparing. It's about being prepared. The Microsoft people are bringing their children here, and they're going to kick all of these children butts in any kind of situation around here because they have the intelligence. And you know what? If not, they're going to go and learn it from their parents. You all are not doing what you have to do. You're worrying about all this stuff. Your salary is not being affected. Their salaries are not being affected. Nobody is saying, okay, let's balance this stuff out. But you want everybody to hold account and do something about this. But really, you're not figuring it out. Put the taxes on this building. Put a lien on this building. Put a lien on the mayor's building. Put a lien on some of them other buildings. Everybody had to constantly talk about referendum. I'm not some dumb person out here, but this is why they're trying to silence me. And I don't.
We haven't constantly talked about it. This is the first time in years that we talked about a referendum. You were right. The property assessed values have gone up, and so people are paying more property taxes. It's harder. The state, we feel like the state should be keeping up with inflation. Our cost of paying for a bus, and our cost for food, and our cost for everything that we have. All of our teachers' families have to. They want to get a cost of living raise, and we haven't been able to do it. And so, I mean, I actually feel like you and I agree on a lot of this stuff.
I don't agree with anyone.
I know. I feel you while you're heartbroken.
I'm not heartbroken.
Well, you're sad. And you're
I'm not
frustrated.
sad. I'm not frustrated.
Okay, I don't mean to
You're
put
not
words
my
in.
doctor.
No, you're not.
That's true.
But I've known you for a very long time.
I've known something about you.
Right. And I am sorry that, I'm sure it's been very difficult to deal with the situation with the kids. I'm glad that you came today and shared your thoughts with us.
I did not. I wrote something on the paper, and it was not read properly. It was read how they wanted to read it.
Tell me what I could say to help.
I can't tell you what to say, and that's the problem.
Because I feel
There
like
is
everything that I say, you say no.
That is not true. You are your own person. Yeah, I did tell
You
you.
keep telling me no.
Man, I
Like,
got the
wanna help you.
psychology
I will
thing to
answer
a
your
science.
question. Give me a direct question and I'll answer.
Why the referendum?
Because we don't feel that $11,300 per kid is enough. We can't make ends meet with that amount. We were using ESSER to get by until ESSER disappeared, and now we're back down. They haven't raised our amount for many years. So we were using that COVID money to get by. And then we got by another year because we closed all those schools, right? That was terrible, right? Nobody wanted to close those schools, but we had to be financially responsible. We're trying to pinch pennies. We cut 200 positions, right? You say nobody's taken a cut. Well, nobody's. We've had a lot of losses, and we're trying to do the best that we can for the kids that we have. And if we don't get this referendum, I think you and I agree that it's going to be even harder. It will be even harder. And so I hope you vote. I vote your piece.
The problem is you don't pimp the students out. Okay? You don't traffic the students out.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say you. I'm talking for myself. Okay, no.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. You don't open up a public school and then police me and tell me that I can't speak the way I speak. That is a problem. You are being disorderly conduct. You're being disorderly in your conduct then. No. I'm going to keep it real. No. Okay, how and then you want me to talk in your language, but you didn't teach me, so you don't tell me how to speak. I tried to talk to you. I tried to learn and figure out how to communicate in your class, but you all didn't want that because it's a school to prison pipeline. Okay, and I'm not here to play around. Okay, and not only that, you talk about, well, you 11,000 isn't enough, and it's going to be more. Well, you all were supposed to gradually work your way into this in a better situation. Now, those children have schools like Washington. How they going to get to school? You talk, they're going to have to pay more transportation. You want to pass the money to people that are being inappropriate. Okay, first student was so inappropriate many times with my son about forcing my son was at Summers Elementary. He was supposed to sit in the front of the bus. Okay, when I had a house and that I was purchasing in Hunter's Ridge, 1656 34th Avenue, Kenosha, Wisconsin, 53144. That man told my son, and my daughter was supposed to sit up there with him, but he said, no, you cannot sit in the front of the bus. Go to the back of the bus. Okay, hold on. Now, this was first student. It was all after they forced me to put my son, as soon as he got to school, into special education. That's not right. And I did not know that I could stand up for my son and say, no, I'd rather not go to school. I'd rather not have him go to school. I do not have to put my son. I would teach my son. I can take him somewhere that's going to teach him. Okay? But they told me that I had to do it, and that was not true. It was a lot of misinformation. And you all are doing a lot of things that are not fair. You are banking on a recovery of things that you are doing instead of looking at the problem. Then they held up traffic. That man did not even move. He had his stop sign out for hours. And then you know what? I had to go around, and I had different people. I had to take care of stuff. And then I got a ticket for running a stop sign, and he chose to hold all them children hostage on that bus instead of getting them to school. And then he held all kind of people that were probably doctors and all kinds of stuff that had other situations coming in and out of that neighborhood, Hunter's Ridge. Okay, and he kept his sign out, playing around, messing around, whatever he was doing. Then, not only that, he also refused to allow me to get my children off of the bus. Now, all this stuff has been noted. I didn't do anything to that man. Only thing I did was stood out there with my children. I would drive my Lexus sometimes when that it was too cold, and I would sit my children in the car, and then when that bus pulled up, I got my children out of my Lexus RX 330 and walked my children up, and he did not want my children to be in the front of the bus, and he told them to go to the back. Although because my son was in special education and autistic at Summers Elementary, he was supposed to sit on the front of that bus. He refused that. So this is the same reoccurring thing that's been happening long since years ago. You want to keep putting this situation instead of getting your own stuff. Why you got a contract for them? The school district should have their own transportation instead of people doing whatever they want. And then when somebody like me, you say, well, I'm frustrated, I'm sad. My heart is not broken. My heart is growing. Okay? I probably have more than one heart. But this is the problem. Okay? You cannot continue to dumb people down, and then when they learn on their own, or they have some questions, or they see you up there, and not you in particular, but the school district or other people that handle the money, people that handle all these different offices intentionally being dishonest or not reading verbatim or picking and choosing. I heard them. They were dishonest. They contradicted themselves. You're not going to make me seem like I'm disabled out here.
Listen, I'm really trying to give you all the respect you deserve and the time.
I don't have any
respect. I have a meeting in
respect.
5 minutes.
I appreciate it.
Can you give me, is that enough time? Can you give me the last questions you have, or if you just want to tell me something?
I don't have any last questions. I plan to always live. I'm not dying. I'm infinity. I don't have any last questions.
I only have 5 minutes left.
I'm
Is
not.
there
I
anything
cannot.
I can
No.
do for you in the next
I can
5
try
minutes?
to talk to you. Just go to your meeting so you won't be late, because you need to handle this stuff too.
All right.
I'm real. I'm not about to play games. I'm here from Kenosha to Racine, other situations. I'm not going to be policed through this situation. My children, my daughter, Divine Davis, was forced to Kenosha Human Development Center when I tried to put her in honors classes out there at Indian Trail, and I found out that me as a mom, I can put my daughter in honors classes. You know what they did? Got everybody involved. Julie Ortiz forced me to sign a temporary what is it, power of attorney, enforce me. Hey, Jasmine, your daughter's having some problem when she goes to her grandmother's house. Sign this. Oh, Jasmine, you know what? You should make your children, have your daughter go to, and I had a whole house, 3-bedroom, over 3-bedroom on 22nd, 6514 22nd Avenue in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Okay? You know what they did? Funneled my daughter and kicked her out of Kenosha, used Kenosha Human Development Service when I was trying to put my daughter in honors classes and forced her to go to Racine to stop the conversation about putting Divine Essence Davis into honors classes at Indian Trail. They police them children over there. I didn't even know it. They have counselors for police children and counselors for all other. My daughter has never been suspended from school. She has never gotten in trouble at school. Why did they police my daughter when she was at Indian Trail? I found out all of this information, and that's some of the things that where I started tripping out on Facebook and letting it be known. It's the school to prison pipeline. It's mass incarceration. It's trafficking. It's murder. It's genocide. It's all kinds of stuff. And until you see that this stuff is happening and you're going to constantly deny it, then nothing is going to happen. When you enlighten these people around here, then you won't have to force them to pay $300 on their property tax. They can sign up. You can ask. You do not force. It's other things that can happen. It don't have to be everybody in property taxes, and you ain't teach them, but you want to force it on the house that they probably had to do. What about my dad's house that the city of Kenosha did everything they could to steal? Okay? And I had, and finally, my dad paid, that house was paid off in full. 4225 31st Avenue, Kenosha, Wisconsin, 53144 1938. You see what I'm saying? But you all chose not to teach me. But this is the thing. Okay, I'm here though. I'm not mad, but I'm not going to play. I'm going to be at these meetings. I'm going to handle my business, and I'm going to do what I have to do because I'm not playing, and I'm not going to let you all keep policing me.
Do you need, let's just you and I talk. So I don't want you to talk to
Well, then, so why is she here? Who is that?
She works with me. She's in charge of
Academics.
Yeah, academics in the district. So she's
The curriculum isn't even good enough. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You don't just barely get by.
Hey, listen to me. Do you need anything before you go?
I'm just living my life. I plan to go in there and talk to elementary leadership about some stuff about my son and getting some paperwork and some information, and I'll be on my way.
Okay, let's do that. I'll show you where it's at.
I know where it's at. You need to get to your meeting.
Well, my meeting's actually that way, so.
Oh, okay. What is help? I don't need any help. Y'all think I'm worse off than I am. And the problem is, there's so many people that don't like me. And that's what I said. Well, don't be nice. Be yourself.
Hey, is that you think on the floor back there? No, I don't know what that is. That battery pack, is that yours?
This is mine. It's a generator.
Oh, good.
It ain't all that. And if I knew how to read better, I wouldn't do that. But I got myself. I'm gonna keep it real.
Will that thing fit between the chairs?
I'm gonna bring it. It could, but I'm not gonna force it. Officers, do you have an incident report number or something like that for you all being here today? I can get you one. Yes, I would like one. From that officer who I was talking to, though. Well, you are not the officer that I was talking to.
Just go where you need to go, and I'll get it for you, okay?
Jasmine Renee Davis. Well, make sure I want a proper.
I know exactly who you are.
Well, just say, okay, well, you should know I've been saying that. I don't have any friends. I'm not trying to make friends, but I can be pretty, and I can grow, on my own. I'm my own community, but I can still talk to y'all. This is ridiculous. I don't want to be. I don't have a family. I have myself, and I know others exist. Shit. I'm going to have to bring this around this way. Because that door is right. I'm going to be on somebody else's time all the time. Make me like I'm doing something.
Are you ready to go?
Go where?
Out of this building.
No,
Okay, do you have business to do? Let's go. Let's accomplish the
Why
business.
y'all
and go.
bringing the police? So you about to police me the whole time while I'm here?
I've been here for almost 2 hours now, okay? So an hour and a half, all right? Because of all this stuff. I've been here and I've sat here very quietly, and I will allow you to continue your business. But if you're just going to keep talking, you're not on one track. You're not talking about an actual thing that you need to accomplish. You sat down with this gentleman for about 20 minutes where he answered questions for you, but you're all over the place. And I'm okay and I'm sensitive to that. But if you have business, let's accomplish it and then let's go, okay?
First of all, I'm going to say this to you.
Sure.
You all need to start having a detective to come when y'all
Okay,
talk
well, I'm a
to me.
supervisor. I'm a police supervisor. I'm the one that's on
And I'm going to
duty
say something. I've talked to you, and you claim you talked to me a bunch of times. You don't tell me how to answer my questions. You
never
not.
did.
Yes, you did. You said I was all over the place.
Yes,
No,
you are.
but you don't tell me how to be.
Okay. So again,
You are
if
not
you have
going
business
to
here, let's
test
do
my
that,
mind frame
okay?
because. But this is the thing.
Sure.
You like to put handcuffs on
No, I
people.
don't.
And
Not at
no,
all.
yes, you do.
No,
and if
I
I
don't.
tell you
I promise
something
you I
different, let me tell you something.
Jasmine, I don't want to put hands on you at all.
They are steady trying to police me and make me like I'm stupid, and I'm not. I don't like that. And you know what you said to me was a violation of some civil rights. You all are committing crimes, and yes, you are.
You need to accomplish
No.
your business here, okay?
You
Go
are.
ahead.
They call the police because they know that they've been
Jasmine,
wrong.
just go.
No, just go what? Because you didn't even give me a proper
gen-
citation number. This is not even a proper card, and you're a supervisor.
100%
Where are
was-
your medals? Yeah. I'm not playing with y'all, man. You ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm some kind of person who don't have my mind or something. Like I'm incompetent to make up for what y'all do. I don't have any respect for that. I know what I'm talking about. Why? Because I listen.
if you
I'm gonna
guys
say
need
something. The
something
school
else,
can teach one thing, but I can learn on my own. I have my own books. I have my own things. You hear me?
Yes, Jasmine.
Okay. Please. Not playing. Shit, just because I don't have to learn the curriculum here. I ain't even keeping up with the times. Just tell them I made you late for the meeting, of course, because I'm not the fall guy, though. I'm not about to do this. I'm not Jesus
Jasmine,
Christ.
do you
I'm not
need
a
a form or
Christian.
something?
I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious.
What do you need,
I just need you all to stop trying to make it seem like I don't have my mind. I need to handle my business as a woman, and I'm not going to play these games at all. I can't do it when I know the solution. I know how to make these things right, and I'm not going to constantly have to be policed everywhere I go in every situation. It's not right. My whole time, and when I was in school, it's horrible. I don't like it. I cannot keep taking a fall. I'm not. Just be yourself, man. I got this. Hey, I ain't hating on you. Just handle your business. Just handle your business. No, I'm not. That's the problem. I'm not your business.
What do you need right now?
I just need to live my life, man. I need
want a
my
tissue?
life. No, I got my own business. What kind of tissue? I got tissues in my body. That's why I need nutrition. I have to be able to grow
Jasmine,
and
you're
learn.
just-
No, man, no. Have a real conversation. Why I gotta be stupid? I know. Can't nobody talk to me. I can't never talk to nobody, and that's the problem.
I feel like I
That's
did
why
just sit and talk to you. I got to go to a meeting. So if I can get you something,
Kenosha
I
is
would
in
like
a
to do it.
bad shape. It's a food desert. It's a war. People don't even know. And all these kids out here, you know what? They sick. All it is, babies making babies. Ain't nothing really happening around here. School to prison pipeline. Poverty. Y'all talk about the children poverty. Every child in the Kenosha school unified, the Kenosha Unified School District is in poverty. Every one of them.
Jasmine,
Every one of them.
Jasmine, I have one goal right now. To get you on your way to wherever you're going today, and to only interact with me and not the police.
But that's your goal. I have plans. I did not intend on. As soon as I walked through the door, they police me. I didn't.
want
What's
you to
the
have to
problem?
talk to them. I asked them not to talk to you so you could talk to me. But I got to go do some stuff. So I wanted to give you all the time I could, and I think it's time to go.
Oh, so I can't come here and take care of my business here?
No, I think we've covered it. Yeah, I hope
No,
that
it's
I've given
not
you-
because
I
I
hope
have
that you
stuff
feel
about for
respected
my
in the
son.
time.
I came here, and so you all are
What do you
confronting me and harassing me and telling me that I cannot talk and handle my stuff in
What do you
here.
need? Just tell me what you
And
need.
so this is a huge problem.
I've asked you several times what
You have
need.
a meeting to go to,
I
and
do.
so you're not the person that I should be talking to.
No, I'm going to stay until
Okay,
you go.
exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. And so now I have to be forced to leave because you have a meeting.
Well, I think that we've completed our business.
How?
Because I
I didn't have an appointment with you,
I-
Bill Hancock, whatever. I didn't. What's your name? Haycock. I didn't have a meeting with you. I came in here. I can come in
No,
here.
I came to help.
No, you did not.
I did, I tried.
Help them, not me.
Okay. Do you need any form from us? Do you need anything for your son?
You asking me. I need the records, and I need to talk to somebody about multiple things that have been happening, because you all are a part of a CHIPS case, okay, they're trying to terminate my parental rights. There's statements from...
That has nothing to do with us.
It does. It does. It has to do with National Elementary School. You all feel threatened by me, and you know you're on some mess. And so why is the police still here? And when I came in here, I told you I told her.
You haven't left yet, Jasmine.
Why do I have to leave? And I came here. I told you what I came here for before I walked through these doors. I told that man right there what I came here before I walked through these doors. I didn't only come here for that meeting. And why did y'all call the police on me? Were you the one that called the police on me? No, ma'am. Okay, well, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. You all are stopping me from my progress in life. Now, you all are begging for money and asking. No, but you all are stopping progress in the community, and I don't have to be a part of your community, but you're stopping my progress. You're hating on me, and you're stepping on. And so I would like to file a police report, because what you're... Okay. Okay, and so this is a problem. I have business to handle, and you telling me that people cannot come in here and handle their business.
I don't know what your business is. You haven't told me. I know I've listened to you. You've told me that you're upset that there's
No,
a
I did
CHIPS
not.
case.
I did not say I'm upset. No, I did not. I didn't tell you that I was mad or anything.
So these guys, they have.
I mentioned to you a part of the reason and answering some questions and valid, but you want to script and you want to talk about all other things that are very just no, but you know what you're doing? You are contributing to the school to prison pipeline. You really are. And it's not fair. This is mass incarceration.
I gotta go. It's good to see you.
Oh, please. Yeah. Come on, save the act.
Yeah.
All right, Jasmine, let's go.
Let's go.
And so you're telling me that I can handle... Put that in writing, please.
No,
yeah.
Jasmine, he doesn't have to do that.
Oh, now, didn't you ask me?
We've had a very nice conversation.
It's nice because you didn't answer my questions. You all live to fight another day, and hopefully I get arrested so you all don't have to handle the heat. That is it. Oh, please. Because you know what? I should be able to come up in here and handle my business, and because I have a wagon, because I'm black and I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, you are too comfortable, and that's the problem. But I've been here for 38 years.
Let's go, come on.
And so if you all are too comfortable seeing me, then you know, what's supposed to happen by now?
Jasmine, it's time to go. Okay?
Why don't you open your eyes, man? No, man. You had your eyes closed. I'm coming back to handle my business. Probably tomorrow or another day.
All right, Jasmine, go ahead.
And I can.
Yeah, you can.
Let's go. Yeah. And I'm going to sit out here and call my lip and do what I have to do. I'm not about to play. This is a public property. And I'm not about to play. No, I don't. No, because, man, y'all hate on me everywhere I go. Yes, y'all do. Y'all done did business. Let me tell you something. They did business with the wrong people and they in trouble. And they want to mess around like I can't read. They fucked up. They ain't thinking it now. They crying. Yes, they did. That is what it is, man. They fucking up, and they still doing business with the wrong people.
Okay, Jasmine, you need to leave the property.
Leave the property? Why?
Because I'm telling you to.
I'm sitting here about to call my lift.
Okay, well, let's call.
But I don't need you to police me.
Well, that's unfortunately what happens when you don't listen to what we're asking you to do. Okay?
Oh, shut the fuck up and be quiet and do all that different stuff and let y'all continue to do y'all business as usual because you know best and y'all crying, begging for money and y'all controlling everybody in here that don't know, that haven't been taught. Look at you. They ain't even taking care of you. They not even taking care of you. Yeah, you don't even have a helmet. You need one. Shit. Nah, man. Fuck that. That's why this shit is loud. Anybody come through here and do whatever they want to anybody. Fast food. Kids got to go and work in their first job. Fast food restaurants selling chemicals that hurt them. You ain't hearing me.
Yeah, I am here.
No, you not. No, you not. You here for them. You ain't here for me. You ain't here for me. No, you not. You're not here for me. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Yeah, we know.
Well, say that so it can be on your camera, because it be any Jasmine. No.
Well, we definitely have it on camera.
I'm not about to play around. And who caring for real about this situation? Who really care? You gonna tell me that I'm committing a crime, though?
And
How am I committing? You saying I'm committing a crime?
And we're not here arguing about it. I'm just trying to get you off the property because you've been asked to leave.
What's the property? What's the crime that I committed?
Well, right now it's going to be trespassing because I've
How?
asked you to leave.
You asked me to leave, but they did not
Yes,
tell
they
me
did
that I can.
multiple times.
They did not tell me that I cannot be on this property.
You did, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Y'all trying to get me back in jail?
No, Jensen,
Yeah, please.
I would have already done that.
But you know that you don't have no
Yes,
real
you lost
grounds, man.
your
I'm
copy
trying to
of the
find my
I got
stuff.
it for you.
No, man. You gonna say I'm committing a crime?
Yes, several. And we've said
What's
here,
the? Oh, can you just tell me what so I can
Disorderly
read and do?
conduct.
Disorderly conduct
Okay,
and what
and
else?
trespassing.
And what's what's the other ones? And then I also told you, and you also did not let me do what I had to do when I was up in there.
You did. You've been here for several hours.
Several hours, and doing what for several hours?
Literally causing a disturbance.
No, I was here for a town hall meeting at 10 o'clock.
And we've asked you to leave.
And as soon as I came through the door, they policed me, and I told them, I have a video. And it's on my YouTube, it's gonna be on YouTube, it's on Facebook too. So how are you telling me no?
All right, are you done?
I'm not done. I'm about to leave off this property, but I've been here the only amount of time. You all stopped me. You came to me. I would have been on my way. Okay, but you keep doing that. No, because I came here before I walked through those doors. They didn't do that to anybody else up in here.
So I actually have been sitting here and watching, and they have stopped. Okay.
And they stop people for what? You've been watching them and me. Okay.
What are we doing here? That's what they
Oh, when they came for the town hall meeting. Oh, okay. And so y'all, where are the other people at? Where? Where are they?
Well, everybody left because the town hall meeting's over.
Okay, but I was here for more than the town hall
I
meeting.
know, and you couldn't articulate what it was that you wanted.
Who? I couldn't articulate what?
So,
No, I couldn't articulate what you all were doing. Hey, I'm about to get up, but now you insulting my intelligence. Yes, you are. Shit, I ain't worried about this. I can't articulate.
Well, you didn't. You didn't articulate what
So
you
how am I supposed to do it?
You didn't tell us what we needed. We asked you.
It's not up to you, and I communicated, and I did say it. Yeah, and he told me, and Bill Hancock told me don't even talk to you. He said he told you not to even talk to me, that he wanted to talk to me. Now what? Okay, and I don't work for you, and I don't work for Bill.
But I can give you a lawful order right now.
Okay, but I'm not instructed. But I'm gonna tell you something. Of course I am. But like I said, you saying one thing that they said, but he told me that you're being dishonest. I believe him more than I believe you. You know why? Because you sitting here and you gonna tell me that I cannot handle my business that I need to handle.
We asked you what you had to do, and you couldn't tell us what.
I have it recorded.
I know. That's great.
Okay.
I'm glad that you-
And I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I do not believe him. I don't fucking believe him. I don't believe him. Sure the fuck don't believe him. Tell you that right, motherfucker, now. I don't believe that motherfucker. They ain't got time today. Call the motherfucking police on me.